Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by, and please consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so every single time I upload a video you will be notified. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. My name is Brandy and my channel is about handmade arts and crafts. I make t-shirts, jewelry, coffee mugs, tumblers. I do embroidery, sewing, and so much more. I am super excited to share with you this week's craft video. So let's jump right into it. Hey friends, good morning. Happy Sunday. How is everyone today? I am wonderful. I made me some green tea this morning, and I haven't drank green tea in a long time. I used to drink a lot, but then I was rereading up on the benefits with green tea. You know, it helps with your brain function and weight loss or fat burning or something like that, and a whole bunch of other things. I was like, maybe I need to get back on my green tea kick. There was a reason why I was drinking so much before, but I forgot because it's been years since I really drank it. But let's go ahead and get started, right? So I'm excited to share with you guys this week's craft video. So in this week's video, I did a dirty pour tumbler, right? Some people call it dirty drip, I've seen. So I like my tumbler, right? At first I did not. After I did the dirty pour, I was like, Mom, yeah, my mom was talking to my mom, I'm like, Mom, I didn't realize certain things, that when you layer the paint, how it comes out. But now, since the tumbler has been spinning and yada yada yada, I like it. It looks good. So let me guys go ahead and give you the breakdown of how my process went, right? So I started off by sanding the tumbler, and I saw a couple videos on people doing dirty drips, but they really didn't say how they prepped the tumbler. So basically I prepped the tumbler as if I was doing like a spray paint or any other type of, you know, design on stainless steel like you normally would do. So I sanded it, right? I also used 6 different colors. I used a pink, purple, white, yellow, blue, and green to do the paint. And I also added like literally a teaspoon of paint. I'm sorry, a teaspoon of water into each cup of the paint, and I stirred it together, and you will see it on the video once I go ahead and add it in. And I mixed it together, trying to make it enough to be just a little bit runny, but not runny. So then it's not thick where it won't come down the tumbler. That's what the purpose was of me adding the water, right? Not sure if I was supposed to do that, but you know, I figured how's it gonna drip if the paint's too thick, right? So I added the water. Also make sure you do not over water it. You'll also see in the video where I put too much water in one color, and so I added some more paint back to it, okay? This is like a really simple, easy, quick tumbler that you can do. Once you have all your colors, you have water in your tumblers and everything, in your mixed up very well in your paint, then you want to layer it into a single cup. Now, make sure you don't mix the paint, which is kind of hard, right? So what I did was, as I was mixing the layering the paint, I started to realize if I circle the paint, it will kind of stay on the top more instead of dripping straight down through to the bottom, right? So that was like one of my little techniques as I was going along on trying to figure it out. Also remember, see, the bottom color that's on the cup, the first color that you pour into the cup, I realized it's going to be like the dominant color. I didn't realize that. So at the bottom of the cup, you guys, I poured in the white. So what I did was I poured in a little bit of each color, and then I went and started back at the top and I layered it again. So I have 2 layers in the cup, right, before I pour it. But at first when I poured it on the tumbler, all the white, as the paint kept dripping down, the white seemed so dominant, and I was so mad. I was like, wow, it took away from all of the beautiful colors. So I was kind of like bummed about it. But as the tumbler continued to drip for a couple hours, the other color started to come through. So I was super, super, super excited about that. And I actually let the tumbler, I know people say no, they let the paint drip or dry for like 24 hours. I let the tumbler dry for 2 days. It's acrylic paint, but I used a lot of paint and a lot of colors, and I figured it needed a little extra time to dry, you know, being so the amount of paint that I had in the cup. And also, when you are testing the tumbler, this is like a little trick I've learned through, you know, throughout making tumblers, and you probably already know, but I'm going to share it anyway. When you want to test to see if the tumbler is dry, if you're doing paint, spray paint, or whatever, test the bottom, because the bottom's always down, right? No one ever sees the bottom really, but if you want to test it, test the bottom, right? And not the side, because when your fingerprints on it, then you have to do it again or try to fix it or whatnot. That's just too much. So always tap the bottom of the tumbler with a glove on, with your finger, whatever is easier, or either with a popsicle stick, just to test it to see if the paint is dry. Test the bottom, right? I let it dry for 2 days, and so I used Brite Tone. I got it sitting over there. I love, love, love using Brite Tone. So before I started making tumblers, I did a lot of research. For those of you who have been following me, you guys have seen it in my tumbler ones. I've done a lot of research because I didn't want to use epoxy because of how toxic epoxy is. You know, I've heard good stories, horror stories, and I'm just a paranoid person coming into this tumbler world. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit more safe, and I came across a YouTube video and she was using Brite Tone. Best decision ever. I love, love using it. Matter of fact, let me get the container real quick. Okay, so I have the Brite Tone. Look at that. You know, I love this stuff. So this is the quart. Yeah, this is the 1 quart container, and I love, love, love this stuff. All right, it is water-based, non-yellowing, non-yellowing and UV protection. Let me see. High solids, top coat, clear, brushable, and sprayable. I love, 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 love this stuff. So if you guys are looking for an option outside of epoxy, Brite Tone is the way to go. I absolutely love this stuff. So it's a little bit different from epoxy from what I understand. I've never used epoxy. So Brite Tone, you have to do a couple coats, right? So, and with Brite Tone, I believe you have to let it, well, I'll tell you how I do it. I let it dry for like 3 to 4 hours or 4 hours or more before I layer another coat. So I always do 3 coats on my tumblers. And with these cups, so, okay, let me go back up, right? So I didn't like the tumblers at first, right? Once the paint dripped. So after letting it sit for like 24 hours, the other colors seemed to come through and continue to drip. It was so dope. I was like, okay, this looks much, much, much better. So when I went to go apply my Brite Tone, I added some glitter. Now, those of you guys have watched my previous tumbler videos, I had questions about glitter, and I think that was a different type of glitter that I put in there. It was a little bit more chunkier glitter or something. So I had purchased some extra fine glitter, whatever you want to call it, and I put 3 colors on these tumblers. So I put in a pink, purple, and blue, which is one of the paint colors, and because of the bottom paint color was white, which was the dominant color, I wanted to bring some other colors out of it, and it was perfect. So you'll see me put some the glitter in the first coat of my Brite Tone. You'll see me put the glitter mixture in there and then apply it, and then my second 2 coats had no glitter because, you know, I didn't want to glitter it out, so I only needed glitter in 1 coat, right? So also, like the last coat, I actually let that spin overnight last night. And I also used a heat gun, which you don't really have to use a heat gun. This is the first time I've actually had to use a heat gun, but maybe it was because, you know, the amount of paint. I got like little tiny, small little bubbles. It could have been the amount of paint or the amount of Brite Tone that I put on there, but I used a hot gun to kind of like smooth it out, and it was like perfect, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my clips now. So I'm super excited for you guys to see my process and let me know what you think. So tell me what you guys think. How did you like it? How do you like the colors? Now, I really did do put a lot of thought, and I actually Googled the best combination colors. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below of my process, the colors. How did you like? Have you ever done a dirty pour before? Did you like the process? Did you like the tumblers? Let me know. Also, share with me what you are working on this week. How are you guys doing in your projects? I would love to hear from you guys. I actually loved how my tumblers came out. They are actually still right here on the turner, because like I said, I let them turn overnight last night. I feel so much better about the colors. I cannot wait to do another dirty pour tumbler with different colors, and also most importantly using my Brite tone. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with me each and every single week. Also, this is not a paid ad for Brite tone. I'm just sharing it because I love to use their product when I do my tumblers. So until next time, guys, take care.